And why do you run and hide your face? To try to so separate. Come with me, my baby, 'cause I create joy from pain. Take the fault for your penance. You'll never have to fall from grace.
Virgo, welcome to my channel, IKTG Tarot. My name is Marcellus, and I appreciate you guys being here and clicking on the video. To those who have never been here, I do a general energy spread, okay? I start off with a Spirit Oracle Animal card, and I go into a 5-card tarot spread, past, present, mutual, future, most likely outcome. Clarify those positions as needed, kind of rock from there. The music that you hear is inspired by the meditation in the collective's energy. It's what you heard in the intro and what you hear playing in the background, okay? It's a song that I wrote. It's called Fall from Grace. If you like it, really cool of you to let me know that you do. Make a comment, give me a thumbs up, some type of emoji icon in the comment section or whatever. But yeah, so before we get going, if those of you are here from the Tik Tok teacher, you guys got the devil. So the devil energy, you could be just dealing with Capricorn, but the devil energy is that energy of being like having obsessions, addictions, feeling bonded, chained to something, feeling like a strong pull to someone, like or something, and fighting off those types of temptations, fighting off that that feeling of not being able to soul separate. So a very intense energy to have, or you could just be dealing with a Capricorn, okay? And yeah, it could be that too, okay? But so we'll get into it. We'll see if that carries throughout the reading, I should say. So, Spirit, show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo. Show me the card that best represents the star sign of Virgo for this current timeline. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo. Show me the card that best represents the... Oh! So you guys get mouse. Yeah, you got a lot going on, I think. I'm seeing all these different lights and they're like separated, they're not together, so you got a lot going on. This is earth energy, this is your own energy. And I think it's just like, I feel like there's a lot of things going on and you're trying to bring it to a cohesion or cohesiveness with everything that's going on is really what I'm getting from it or whatever. But it's still an abundant type of energy, mouse energy or whatever. So I don't really find the correlation with devil energy, or if you hear from the TikTok teaser, but there may be a bridge to that. I'm not really sure, but let's see what it says in the book really quickly. I'm going to read it to you. I know a lot of people think, reading it's corny to do reading out loud on a video, but it's all right. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, and organizing and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite painful an experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. So, I'm a Virgo rising, and I have the tendency to do this too. Like, it's very analytical sign. And so it's basically saying, and that could be that devil energy. So it actually is a correlation with this devil energy in the mouse. It could be overly doing it, over analyzing, being overly, having all these things that you have to do and trying to, really, really control them and it's too much. It's a little too heavy, okay? You need to, it's basically telling you, Spirit's telling you to be more like in a flow state, in a state of flow, and kind of allowing things to unfold, okay, in a natural way, okay, without forcing it or wanting it to be, this strict type of order to it, okay? All right, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Spirit, show me the cards that best represents the star sign Virgo for this current time period. Let's see. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Virgo. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Virgo. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Virgo. Show me the cards that best represent the star sign Virgo. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo for this time period. Show me the card that best represents. Ooh. I think it's more like this. Actually, yeah, it is. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo. Show me the card that best represents. Whoa, that card, like, oh man, no. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo. Most likely outcome for the star sign Virgo. Show me the card that best represents the star sign Virgo. Okay. Let's see. All right, so in the recent past, or the past energy, we have this Ace of Cups, agape. This is, it's that type of love that it's love of self, just overflowing, right? And kind of everybody gets the overflow of this beautiful, beautiful cup that is given to you by the divine. So it could be you loving oneself or loving another person, or just being in this loving energy, okay? Let's get this abundance of love type of energy in the recent past, but that's good energy. Currently, you're in this Knight of Pentacles. This is your own energy, slow moving. This knight always wins the race. So slow and steady wins the race. That's the motto of this knight. Although he is slower or whatever, he is methodical. So, and that's fine. We know that you're doing that, but you're probably overdoing, the steps, or like really, really analyzing every single step before making it. And you probably don't have to do that. You can ease up on that, is basically what Spirit is saying with this mouse energy and the card that I pulled, the devil, for the TikTok teaser. But yeah, so that's the energy that you're in. Just know, like, the way you're going about it may be a little too zealous, but you will get to your goal, because, you're the it's the Knight of Pentacles, and it's your own energy, Virgo. That's cool as I don't know it. So mutual energy between you and this situation or this person is Two of Pentacles in reverse. You make up your mind that you kind of are going to take this one way, okay? Or this is good energy, or you were dealing with someone who was kind of juggling too much, or maybe you were juggling too much, because it's mutual energy, right? Juggling, having too much on your plate, and you're kind of like you get to the point where you kind of ease up on it or whatever, which is great, because that's what we're talking about. You get to this energy of not having so much, okay, and making a decision to balance it out, or you finally balance it, I should say, okay, which is great, fantastic. However, now we go to the future energy. There's Eight of Swords. So you get entrapped by that, by doing that, by making that decision. You start to second guess yourself, and you give yourself a type of like a concern, okay, where you kind of get into the hamster wheel of thinking, oh no, did I, was that decision correct? Or should I have done this? Or coulda, shoulda, woulda, hamster wheel is what I call this card. The coulda, woulda, the shoulda, coulda, woulda hamster wheel card, where you're like, you feel that there's no way out of this situation, or why did you do this, or whatever, and all these, what if scenarios, okay? When in actuality, you can just remove the blindfold, see it for what it is, and escape that situation. So it's all in the head, it's basically what I'm saying, in the future. And then the most likely outcome is the Seven of Pentacles. Back to your energy, back to being grounded, so you get out of that. That's good, that mental imprisonment, or self-imprisonment. Get out of that, and you get back to this making a very, how do I want to say it? You're planting these seeds, and that they're going. You're slowly nurturing, watering. These ideas and these things that you're going to bring into fruition, and you're just cultivating, basically cultivating your legacy almost, because it's the Seven of Pentacles. And then after that we have the Eight, and Eight of Pentacles is like doing that work, okay? And you're doing that work, on those seven plus the one, that you're putting in, or that's coming to you. And then the Nine of Pentacles is an independence, where you kind of, you have reached this level of, everything is flowing, okay? You're in that flow state when you're in that Nine of Pentacles energy. And then after that, someone else brings their pentacle, or Spirit brings in a new opportunity, new whatever, that levels up, and you get to that Ten of Pentacles, which is the foundation that kind of everybody wants. So it's good. It's a nice progression of energy. I like that this Two of Pentacles is in reverse, and just not being so obsessive in the way you're going about it, obsessively analyzing every, looking at every detail or whatever. That's kind of what Spirit is telling you, to kind of ease up, kind of see it more in a macro than a micro way, okay? And I know you guys understand that, Virgo. So let's look at this Eight of Swords. I'm gonna let that, because I didn't really ask the question. Clarify the Eight of Swords for the star sign of Virgo in the future position. Clarify the Eight of Swords for the star sign Virgo. Clarify the Eight of Swords for the star sign Virgo. Spirit, clarify the Eight of Swords. Clarify. Love it. Clarify. Oh, and that came out. Okay. Yeah, so what the clarity that you need to come to, the first card that came out was the High Priestess in reverse. You need to use your intuition. And the second card was this. It was like this. So you need to be more in tune with your gut feelings or whatever, okay, and not being in this fear, because this is definitely clarifying this Eight of Swords. In order to not be in this fear, you need to start using your intuition. This is in the reverse. It's you not using your intuition, okay? And knowing that the work that you're putting into will bring you about your victory, because this is the Ace of Swords and this is the Eight of Pentacles. So that progression from that seven, you could basically, it's saying that the work you're doing and the way you're going about it is good, with the exception of don't get to overwork, basically is what I'm saying. Use your intuition, okay, about this, put in the work, and then you'll get your victory, because the Ace of Swords is a card of victory. Clarity, victory is what I'm getting from you. You'll have that aha moment or whatever, but kind of we need to flip or transmute this energy where you're more connected with your gut instincts, okay? And then that will precipitate, an outcome that's more favorable, or more, where you're not in this Eight of Swords, like this self-imprisonment. Then you'll get the clarity or whatever, which is basically what I was saying anyway when I picked up the card anyway the first time, before clarifying it, because it's something that you are putting on yourself. It's something that is like kind of an illusion. It's not really, what is fear? What's the acronym from fear? false evidence appearing real, basically. And that's what that is, okay? It's not actually happening, okay? It's something that you feel is like a bullet point that you missed. You feel like, oh, I missed this bullet point, and so therefore everything that I put in prior to that, that's like all gonna be crumbling. Like it's basically like this Jenga, and this one piece that you pulled out that you weren't putting so much thought into or whatever, you extracted that or whatever, and you feel like, oh, now the whole thing is gonna fall to shit. And it's not gonna fall to shit. That wasn't the linchpin. That wasn't the one, you know what I mean? That wasn't the linchpin. That wasn't the one thing holding it together, okay? That wasn't the glue. That wasn't the most stable piece in the pillar or foundation that you're building, okay? It just wasn't. And that's what you need to know, so that you don't get into that or whatever, which I think you'll realize that. If not from me saying that, you'll realize it soon. It'll dawn on you. But that's what I have for you guys, Virgo. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the song. And if this does resonate with you and you'd like to reach out for a personal reading, the information is in the description tab. And I'm more than happy to, if you want to know more, okay? But yeah, until we meet again, Virgo, love, light, namaste.